Hi friends, welcome back. India is the aggressor and we will respond, says Pakistan Information Minister. ये वही वाला जिसके चूहे ने, समझ रहे हो, वो नहीं बताएंगे. अगर पहले के वीडियोस देखे हुए हैं तो आप लोगों को समझ में आ जाएगा. और अगर जिनको नहीं समझ में आ रहा कमेंट सेक्शन में लिख देना ताकि वो कमेंट्स पढ़ के उन्हें समझ में आए कि चूहे ने क्या किया है. तो चलो वीडियो शुरू करते हैं. वीडियो शुरू करने से पहले अगर आप चैनल पर नए हो और आपने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो जल्दी से पहले सब्सक्राइब के बटन और बेल आइकन को क्लिक कर लो ताकि आपको हमारे सारे न्यू वीडियोस के नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाए जैसे हम अपलोड करें.
अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आता है प्लीज लाइक एंड शेयर. चलिए शुरू करते हैं.
अच्छा, वीडियो शुरू करने से पहले डिफरेंस देखो. कभी इनका वो डिफेंस का मिनिस्टर आ जाता है इस चैनल पे इंटरव्यू करने, कभी इनका इंफॉर्मेशन का मिनिस्टर. इनके पास कितना वेला टाइम है. इंडिया क्या कोई किसी मीडिया को कोई इंटरव्यू दे रहा है? हम लोग सीधा एक्शन कर रहे हैं. ये दुनिया भर में जाके बोलने के लिए जा रहे हैं. हद्दी है इनकी. कैसे हैं भैया अपना? अब हमें तो मुझे तो समझ नहीं आता. चलो देखिए क्या बोला.
Including women and children, the detailed damage assessment is being done, and Pakistan has a right to respond. Pakistan will respond, as I've said before. We had an apprehension that India will attack. Pakistan has never struck first, but we have the right to self-defense. And the way civilians have been targeted, and I have pictures and images of women and children who are badly injured in hospital. So civilian localities, accommodations, and a mosque which has been attacked.
क्या हो रहा था उस मॉस्क में?
Camps. I myself took foreign journalists and local journalists to an area near the line of control, where India had alleged that there are terrorist camps. You see, we are the front-line state against terrorists. How can we...
I'm just going to pick up on a couple of points, Mr. Atul Tarar. You said that you've already received images of women and children who have been injured. This attack took place roughly about an hour or so ago. Will you be taking international and local journalists to the sites? Because in the past, when Pakistan has made such claims, they haven't allowed any journalists...
I'll stop you right there. I had planned to take them tomorrow morning. We had a plane ready. We had reached out to journalists. We had a confirmed itinerary, a confirmed plan to go to Bahawalpur tomorrow. And I was supposed to fly to Bahawalpur at 7 a.m. in the morning. And around right after midnight, India has carried out these attacks. So we were going to Muridke. We were going to Bahawalpur. And we were taking 35 journalists with us, including foreign and local journalists. So I was just preparing for the visit tomorrow. As I had visited the LOC, we were going to Bahawalpur and we had to visit this exact place. And the journalists were already ready for the journey. So I think this has been a very, very, unfortunate step by India. We condemn it. We are responding. But to target civilian population, it's extremely unfortunate.
Just to point out, Minister, the Indian armed forces say that altogether 9 sites have been targeted, that they haven't hit any Pakistani military facilities. These are terrorist camps that they are hitting.
Let me make it very clear, there are no terrorist camps in Pakistan. Pakistan is a victim of terrorism. We are fighting the terrorists in our western regions, on our western border.
तुम्हारा अभी डिफेंस मिनिस्टर बोल के आया कि हाँ हमने किया था वेस्टर्न और यूएसए के साथ, हम इतने डेकेड से कर रहे हैं. अब ये बोलता है ही नहीं है. अरे झूठे हैं यार. पहले सोच तो लो एक दूसरे के साथ मिलके बोलना क्या है.
Frontline state against terrorism. We've laid down 90,000 lives in this war against terrorism. India, on the other hand, when we had the Jafar Express hijacking, an intense hijacking incident, India did not even condemn it, let alone express some concern about that incident. So India has been sponsoring terrorism by assassinating Sikhs in US, in Canada, in Australia.
Shut up.
We captured a spy by the name of Kulbhushan Yadav, who's a commissioned naval officer.
Can I just point out to you, on my program just a week ago, your defense minister, Khwaja Asif, admitted that Pakistan has for decades had a policy of funding, backing and using terrorist groups as proxies in the country. In fact, in 2018, President Donald Trump cut military aid to Pakistan because he accused Pakistan of playing a double game. So when you say there are no terrorist camps in Pakistan, that is going against what General Pervez Musharraf has said, what Benazir Bhutto has
Liar,
said, what the
liar.
Defense Minister said just a week ago. In fact, what Bilawal Bhutto said to me a few days ago, he said that terrorism and funding and backing terrorist organizations has been and was part of Pakistan's history.
Let's talk about post 9/11 scenario, and let me be very clear. Post 9/11, Pakistan was the frontline state, and we still are the frontline state in eliminating terrorism. You see,
Osama का मिला था
when we are the guarantors of world peace, because we are a wall between the terrorists and the rest of the world. I would like to invite you to Pakistan to come and see this.
Baba.
I've been to Pakistan, sir, and we know that Osama bin Laden was also discovered in Abbottabad in Pakistan. So these accusations on Pakistan, including your defense minister making the admission, is there, and that is why part of the reason...
what the defense minister was referring to, I think he's been misinterpreted. You see, there was a Soviet invasion back in the 80s, and obviously we were countering the Soviet invasion at that point in time. That's part of history. And we were allies of the US. So post 9/11, the scenario changed completely. And Pakistan made a lot of sacrifices. Pakistan is still laying down lives against terrorists. Even today in Balochistan, there was a terrorist attack. We lost 7 soldiers. So you see, Pakistani politicians, Pakistani soldiers, Pakistani officers, Pakistani military, Pakistani police, they've been giving numerous sacrifices. So there's no question at all, madam, of having terrorist camps in Pakistan.
Well, that contradicts Western intelligence, the State Department. There have been many, but I just want to focus you on this particular incident, sir. How will Pakistan now respond?
You see, let me just conclude the previous argument by saying that when we captured this wanted terrorist on the Afghan border, President Trump, in his State of the Union address, actually appreciated Pakistan's effort in the war against terrorism and how Pakistan is dealing with these terrorists, how we are capturing them, how we are going after them, how they are being eliminated.
Up until a few years ago, sir, Pakistan was on a grey list of states sponsoring of terrorism just a few years ago. So I know you want to take this back to the 1980s.
You'll go up again.
This is something that Pakistan has long been accused of, and that's why India has pointed the finger of blame on Pakistan for the Pahalgam attack.
India should have gotten its own house in order. You see, after the intense hijacking of the Jafar Express, we had terrorists appearing on Indian media, giving interviews. The
कौन से terrorist पागल?
Which is a terrorist organization. We had images from the mobile phones of the terrorists being shown on the Indian media. Pakistani media did not have those images. So you see, the fight that we are fighting is not only for us, it's for the rest of the world. As far as the current situation is ongoing, we are responding. We shot down, as per initial report, we shot down 2 Indian planes. And obviously India is the aggressor, provocator. They've attacked civilian areas. There were no terrorist camps, and I can vouch for that because we were going there tomorrow, and we will respond because we have the right to self-defense.
I just wonder, Minister, how will you now respond? Because if you're saying that you're going to respond, the Prime Minister tonight of Pakistan says there will be a response. What will a response from Pakistan look like?
The response is already ongoing. I'm afraid I cannot share operational details. But what I can tell you is that as per initial reports, we've shot down 2 Indian planes. And we are responding to Indian aggression right now as we speak.
And do you feel this could potentially escalate further? Because of course there is so much at stake and both countries know what's at stake here.
It's an evolving situation. It's an ongoing situation. And obviously, we've had an attack. We've responded. But as I had said before, in many interviews, and I came that night saying that we had an apprehension that India would attack, we always said that India will be the aggressor without evidence. You see, we offered an investigation into the Pahalgam whole episode. We were the ones who said that our hands are clean. We want a fair and transparent investigation. But you see, India, without any evidence, has targeted civilians, children. India had no right to do that.
We're still in the fog of war, sir. So, we don't have evidence of that. We're still waiting for information to emerge. I know you're telling me this, but we don't have clarity.
We don't believe you.
I will send you images. I will appreciate if you can run those images on your television.
No,
Yes,
we can't.
once we've verified any images that come
Verify.
through, because of course we are still in the fog of war. There is still information coming through.
I'm sure,
It is the dead
but
of
these
night.
images are being received from hospitals in Bahawalpur. And as
नहीं,
we
airplane की दिखाओ, India की airplane गिरे हैं ना, उनकी footage दिखाओ.
I've taken an oath and I will give you correct and verified information which you can also verify from your independent sources.
भैया अभी आधा सुना है, नेक्स्ट पार्ट जल्दी करेंगे, पर हो सकता है वो दूसरे किसी चैनल में भी आ सकता
देखिए,
है,
इसमें
तो
सबसे बड़ी
दूसरे
बात ये
चैनल्स
थी
को देख
कि
लेना।
जब वो कह रहे हैं कि 2 इंडिया के प्लेन्स गिरे हैं,
कौन से ये नहीं बोल रहा, स्पेसिफिक हो नहीं रहा।
उसके वहां पे उस साइट पे जर्नलिस्ट को लेके जाओ,
आ जाओ,
इंटरनेशनल
दिखाओ कहाँ गिरा है तुमने।
इंटरनेशनल जर्नलिस्ट को लेके जाओ, जरा वो भी देखे कहाँ पे गिरे हुए हैं हमारा।
नहीं, और साथ में इसने ये नहीं बोला कौन से हैं भैया, रफेल है, कौन सा है, मिग
कहाँ
है,
गिरे हैं,
कहाँ
लेके
गिरे हैं,
जाओ,
वो
proof
बताओ।
दिखाओ, जाओ, proof
और
दिखाओ।
ये लेडी भी दिखा रही थी उसको कि भैया हम तेरे को ट्रस्ट नहीं करते। वो कहता है कि मैं फोटो भेजता हूँ, आप इसमें
चलो,
अभी,
फोटो-
उसको ये था कि अभी इधर लगा दो। वो कहती नहीं, पहले तुम भेजो, हम उसकी देखेंगे कि भैया वो रियल है कि नहीं, क्योंकि ये तो झूठे हैं, सारे दुनिया को पता है। तो उसने कहा, बाबा उसने यही कहा कि नहीं, पहले हम उसको चेक करेंगे कि कोई फेक है कि नहीं है, इनडायरेक्टली उसने बताया, उसके बाद हम उसको दिखाएंगे। और इतना जो मैं बोलूं उसको थोड़ी देर में वो पूछे। मैंने कहा उसामा कहाँ मिला था, वहां पे उसने उसामा बोला। मैंने कहा उसका इन्हीं का जो था डिफेंस मिनिस्टर, वो खुद बोल के गया है, और बिलावल भी बोल के गया है यहाँ पे।
बहुत कुछ बोल गया।
मतलब वो ये लोग इतना कुछ बोल चुके हैं, अब ये आया है और झूठ पे झूठ बोली जा रहा है। बाय गॉड, क्या बंदे हैं यहाँ के इनके तो भैया जी। अब आगे देखते हैं, ऐसी बेइज्जती हो रही है। और वो ये भी बोल चुकी है कि भैया तुम ये कह रहे हो कि वेस्ट झूठ बोल रहा है, वेस्ट भी झूठ बोल रहा है, इंडिया भी झूठ बोल रहा है, सारा तुम ही
देखिए, ये जो
सच्चे
बोल
बैठे
रहा है
हो।
नहीं बोल रहा उसमें फर्क नहीं पड़ता
नहीं
है,
होगा।
सिर्फ एक चीज से फर्क पड़ता है, अगर ये बोल रहा है इंडिया के प्लेन्स गिराए हैं तो
दिखा।
उसका प्रूफ दिखा देना भैया।
दिखा भाई, और नहीं दिखा सकता तो नहीं है,
Correct.
इसका मतलब सब झूठ है।
Correct.
उसने ये भी नहीं बताया कि कौन से कराए
कहाँ
हैं,
गिरे
किसे
हैं, कुछ
पता
नहीं।
कहाँ, तो छोड़ दो, कौन से गिराए हैं भैया। रफेल होता तो बोलता ना रफेल है, हमने गिराए।
ये
नहीं
बंदा
बोला।
अभी बोल रहा है 2, अभी
हाँ।
तक इनका 5 हो चुका है,
2 से 5 हो गया है भैया, 2 घंटे में
5 अभी तक गिर चुके हैं।
हद्दी हो गई है
प्रूफ
क्या?
कोई नहीं है इनके पास।
चलो आगे सुनते हैं भैया, ये आगे क्या बोलता है। तो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट पार्ट में बहुत ही जल्द। हो सकता है दूसरे किसी चैनल में आए, तो मेक श्योर कर लेना कि आपने सारे चैनल्स किए हैं सब्सक्राइब। नहीं पता चैनल्स तो बाकियों से पूछ लो, वो आपको बता देंगे कौन कौन से चैनल्स हैं। तो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में बहुत ही जल्द। टिल देन टेक केयर एंड बाय बाय।
तो अगर आप मेरे इस चैनल पे नए हो तो जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब के बटन को हिट करो और बेल आइकन को क्लिक करो, ताकि आपको मेरा जब नया वीडियो मैं लगाऊं आपको उसके बारे में जल्दी से पता चल जाए।